Never stop reading Bible. Have you ever wondered how something great, something seemingly solid and powerful, can just completely fall apart? Well, we're about to dive into one of history's most stunning collapses. A story about incredible power, one really bad decision, and a kingdom literally torn in two. So, what we're looking at today comes straight from the historical accounts found in 2 Chronicles chapters 8 through 10. This is the story of how a kingdom that looked absolutely unbreakable, well, broke. And it really gets you thinking, right? How does a golden age actually end? Does it just kind of slowly fade away? Or can a single moment, one wrong move, bring the whole thing crashing down? To really get the impact of the fall, we have to first see just how high this kingdom climbed. So let's start at the absolute top, during the peak of King Solomon's reign. Under Solomon, the kingdom was a true powerhouse. He wasn't just putting up impressive buildings, he was building a nation from the ground up. He got it organized, pushed its borders out, and created these amazing systems for both worship and trade that led to a period of just incredible stability and wealth. And his reputation? It was legendary. People were talking about him far and wide. When the Queen of Sheba paid him a visit, she was completely blown away. She basically said, "Wow, I heard you were impressive, but the rumors don't even do you justice." That really tells you just how much of a big deal Solomon's kingdom was on the world stage. And get this golden age went on for 40 years. 40! Think about that. That's a whole generation that grew up knowing nothing but peace and prosperity. But all good things come to an end. After Solomon died, the crown passed to his son, Rehoboam, and suddenly, the future didn't look so certain anymore. And this is that critical moment of change. There's a new king on the throne, and right away he's hit with his very first and most important test. The people come to their new king, and their request seems pretty fair. You see, all of Solomon's grand projects were built on their backs, with heavy taxes and hard labor. They're just worn out. So they ask him a direct question. "Hey, can you maybe lighten the load for us?" So, Rehoboam is at a crossroads, and his answer is going to define his entire legacy. Does he listen to them, earn their trust with a little kindness? Or does he double down and get even tougher to prove he's a strong ruler? He asks for advice and gets two totally different takes. On one side, you have the elders, the guys who actually served his dad. They say, "Hey, be good to the people, and they'll be loyal to you forever." Pretty wise, right? But then he talks to his own friends, the young guys he grew up with. Their advice? Basically, be even tougher than your dad. Show them who's boss. And in this single moment, a moment that will seal the nation's fate, Rehoboam makes his choice. He ignores the wisdom of the elders and listens to the pride of his friends. The result of that one decision, it's immediate, and it is catastrophic. The kingdom is about to pay a very high price for its new king's arrogance. And just look how fast it all falls apart. First, Rehoboam gives his harsh answer, promising to make things even worse for the people. Then, 10 of the 12 tribes immediately rebel, saying, "We're done with this." And just like that, the kingdom that had stood strong for 120 years is shattered. From that point on, the nation is permanently split in two. The 10 tribes up north form the kingdom of Israel. The remaining tribes in the south stick with Rehoboam and become the kingdom of Judah. The golden age is well and truly over. This whole story really comes down to one big question about leadership, doesn't it? Is real power about dominance and being tough, or is it about wisdom and serving your people? A 40-year golden age was completely undone in just a few days, all because of how one leader answered that question. The Center Studio.